ancient churches, mighty fortresses, and grand mosques. The city of 1001 churches, and Eurasian heritage, beautiful Turkish towns, and amazing mountain views. Hello, I'm Adele, and welcome to my journey through Eastern Anatolia in Turkey. In this episode, from the mysterious Devil's Castle to the highest village on Mount Ararat, a warm visit with a Kurdish family, border views of Khor Virap, the city of Kars, and the stunning Ishak Pasha Palace. Our 1,200-kilometer journey begins in Yerevan, the capital of Armenia. Where the Republic Square and the Cascade Complex are must-see landmarks, and Mount Ararat can be seen from almost anywhere in the city. We pass through Gyumri, Armenia's second-largest city, and once the cultural heart of the country. Unfortunately, the city was heavily damaged by the 1988 earthquake, and many buildings have never been fully restored. Since there's no open border between Armenia and Turkey, we traveled through Georgia. The roads there are terrible, so if your car survives the journey, you'll eventually reach Turkey, where the roads are smooth, perfect, and actually some of the best I've ever seen. Just 15 kilometers from the Georgian-Turkish border stands the mysterious Devil's Castle. No one knows exactly when it was first built. Some believe it goes back to the Eurasian era. The fortress we see today was shaped in the 13th century, during the time of the Georgian kings. For centuries, it served as a border stronghold. Its name comes from a local legend. People once said they saw an evil spirit here, and that story still survives. Another tale says a Georgian princess was buried inside, together with her treasures. Such legends continue to attract treasure hunters, keeping the mystery of this ancient place alive. We continued our journey toward Mount Ararat, stopping in one of the highest villages in the region, Yenidogan. Not far from the modern village lies an ancient Armenian cemetery. Here you can see kachkars, traditional carved stone crosses unique to Armenian culture, often serving as memorials or symbols of faith. Ahuri was a former Armenian village on the northern slopes of Mount Ararat. Today, it is the small Kurdish village of Yenidogan with around 350 residents. According to Armenian legend, Noah founded the village and planted a vineyard after leaving the ark. Later, a church dedicated to Saint Jacob was built here, giving the settlement its Armenian name Ahuri, meaning planted the vineyard. In 1829, Friedrich Parrot, Kachatur Abovian, and a small team started the first documented ascent of Mount Ararat from this village, staying at the St. Jacob Monastery while preparing for the climb. The local people were incredibly welcoming and invited us in for tea. That's how we met a Kurdish family who shared stories about the village. They told us that in 1840 an earthquake destroyed the village, claiming the lives of 2,000 residents and completely leveling the St. Jacob Monastery. Just a few hundred meters from the Armenian border is the village of Yukarı. From here you can see Khor Virap Monastery. It was built above an underground prison where Saint Gregory the Illuminator was kept for 13 years before converting King Tredat III. In 301, Armenia became the first country in the world to adopt Christianity as its state religion. Kars is a city with a rich history. Located near the border of Turkey and Armenia, it has been a crossroads for Armenians, Persians, Russians, and Ottomans. Over the centuries, Kars grew as a strategic and commercial center, with its streets reflecting a blend of cultures. The Mosque of Saints was begun in 1579 by Lala Mustafa Pasha on the site of the tomb of Ebul Hasan Harakani, one of the first Sufi saints in Anatolia. The Kars Cathedral, known as the Church of the Holy Apostles, was built in the 10th century under King Abbas I of the Ani Kingdom. Today, it serves as a mosque. But the carved reliefs of the 12 apostles still remain under its dome. The Kars fortress dates back to the Armenian Bagratid Dynasty and was rebuilt in 1153 for Sultan Izzeddin Saltuk. Through centuries of battles, from Tamerlane to Russian invasions, it has been destroyed and rebuilt many times. In the 19th century, during the Russo-Turkish Wars, it became one of the main military targets in the Caucasus. Between 1878 and 1917, Kars was the center of the Kars region in the Russian Empire. Russian settlers moved in around the city, and if you walk through it today, you'll see lots of buildings from that time. All the constructions of that time follow the neoclassical style, which was widespread in Russia. Fethiye Mosque in Kars is actually one of the most beautiful examples of the city's architecture. It was originally built as an Orthodox church in the late 19th century, known back then as the Church of Alexander Nevsky or the Cossack Church. This is one of the oldest buildings in the region. It was constructed shortly after the Russian Empire took control of Kars and established the Kars region in 1878. Everywhere you go in Kars, small family shops sell homemade cheese and honey, traditions kept alive for decades. The city is famous for its incredible cheeses. This little shop, for example, has been passed down through 3 generations. It was first opened by this girl's grandfather. The Ishak Pasha Palace in Doğubayazıt took 99 years to build, from 1685 to 1784, and it shows in its layers of style. Though technically Ottoman, it doesn't look like the palaces in Istanbul. Instead, it combines Anatolian, Persian, Mesopotamian, and Seljuk elements with surprising Western influences: Baroque, Gothic, Rococo, Empire. Perched on the Silk Road near the Iranian border, the palace is less a symbol of one empire and more a masterpiece of cultural fusion. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share your thoughts. See the other episodes to follow the full story. Ani, once the capital of a powerful Armenian kingdom, a city that rivaled Constantinople and Baghdad, home to more than 100,000 people. The legendary city of 1,001 churches. The city of Van and Urartian heritage. The unique Armenian church on Aktamar Island, the ancient city of Bitlis, and the monumental architecture of Erzurum.